morning, all of you. Am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Hello. So, all of you have seen the revised syllabus? Hello. Have you put a cross in the deleted chapters? So, you put a cross in all the deleted chapters. Two chapters have been deleted from the first term syllabus from your supplementary book. That is Midnight Visitor and Question of Trust. Those two chapters have been deleted, so you can put cross. Then from the book First Flight, main book, the poem How to Tell Wild Animals has been deleted. So you put a cross in that poem. And in the grammar section, voice and preposition, two topics have been deleted. Also clause has been deleted. Am I audible, all of you? Hello? Hello, am I? Hello?
Ma'am.
Okay,
Yes, ma'am, you're audible.
okay. Screen is visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So in the first part, in the glimpses of India, you have three parts. In one chapter, you have three parts. So that was the first part. This is the second part, and then you have one more part, Tea from Assam. So, as the chapter is Glimpses of India, it gives you the pen portrait, pen picture, of first, in the first part of a Goan villager. The Portuguese long back left India, but traces of their culture can still be found in the Goan villages, in the villages of Goa. So, in the first chapter, we studied about the bakers of Goa. In our second part, we will study about Coorg. So, Coorg is a very beautiful place. Coorg is a very beautiful place, and it is a coastal town. You know the meaning of coastal town?
Yes.
Yes, it is situated by the sea coast. So it is a coastal town. And what is the location of Coorg? The location of Coorg is between Mysore and Mangalore. So Coorg is a very, very beautiful place. It is famous for spices. It is famous for its evergreen forest. And it is a place of scenic beauty. It is a very beautiful place. Many visitors visit this place. It is a tourist place full of scenic beauty, full of hills, full of trees, evergreen forest, and spices. Lot of Coorg is mainly known for two things. One is coffee and other is spices. बहुत सारे मसाले वहाँ उगाए जाते हैं. and it is specially famous for coffee plantations, and it is a very beautiful place. The writer here has given us a pen picture. Means if you read the chapter, you will get a mental picture of what kind of place Coorg is. It is a coastal town and it is situated between Mysore and Mangalore. It is a place in South India. Mysore is in South India, Mysore and Mangalore. It is a coastal town situated between Mysore and Mangalore, and it is called heaven. Why it is called heaven? Because it is a very very beautiful place. बिल्कुल स्वर्ग के तरह वो सुंदर दिखता है. कुर्ग को पैराडाइज कहा जाता है. जैसे हम लोग व्हाट वी कॉल कश्मीर. What do we call Kashmir? Is there any other name? Not name, some other descriptive name.
Paradise of India.
Yes, very good, Sugandh. Paradise on earth, because it is a very beautiful place. It is compared to the paradise. Here also, the writer says that Coorg is like heaven, sits a piece of heaven. So Coorg is like a piece of heaven. Nowadays, because of urbanization, very less greenery is left. But Coorg is a place which is full of greenery. So it is like heaven. Sits a piece of heaven and must have drifted from the kingdom of God. Drifted means changed direction, been carried along. So the writer is saying that maybe this Coorg has come from the kingdom of God. Coorg was carried away from the kingdom of God. Writer is saying that Coorg originally belonged to the kingdom of God, and from there it came to the earth, and it is like a paradise on earth, like a heaven on earth, because it is full of scenic beauty. Very very beautiful place. This land of rolling hills, it is a land of rolling hills. Very small hills can be found. Rolling hills is inhabited by a proud race of martial men. Martial means having to do with war. And which kind of people live in Coorg? The people who are associated with war. Means mainly Coorg is inhabited by the soldiers. Who are the people associated with war? Army men, soldiers, isn't it? तो अगर हम कुर्ग का पॉपुलेशन देखें तो ज़्यादातर लोग जो हैं वो सोल्जर्स हैं या आर्मी में रिक्रूटेड हैं. तो इट इज़ inhabited, means the population of Coorg consists of men who are related to war, that is army men and soldiers. Proud race of martial men, and they are very brave people. We are proud of them. And then beautiful women and wild creatures. So because Coorg is full of forests, naturally many wild animals are also found there. Nowadays so much of deforestation is going on and urbanization is going on, and gradually very less trees are left. But Coorg is an exception. Still you have a lot of evergreen forests here. Beautiful women and wild creatures. So because there are a lot of forests, there are lot of wild animals also, wild creatures. Coorg or Kodagu. So Coorg has another name. It is also called Kodagu. Just as the Goan baker is also called Pader, P-A-D-E-R. So Coorg also has another name. It is also called uh, Kodagu, the smallest district of Karnataka. So Coorg is also called Kodagu. It is the smallest district of Karnataka. Is home to evergreen rainforests. So what kind of forests are found in Coorg? Evergreen rainforest, spices and coffee plantations. एज आई टोल्ड यू कूर्ग जो है तीन चीज़ के लिए बहुत मशहूर है। एक तो वहाँ एवरग्रीन फॉरेस्ट्स हैं, दूसरे वहाँ बहुत सारे मसाले उगाए जाते हैं, और तीसरी चीज़ जिसके लिए कूर्ग मशहूर है वो है कॉफ़ी। वहाँ बहुत सारा कॉफ़ी उगाया जाता है। तो कूर्ग तीन चीज़ के लिए मशहूर है, एवरग्रीन फॉरेस्ट, मसाले और जो है कॉफ़ी। Evergreen rainforests cover 30% of this district. So you can just imagine, if 30% is evergreen forest, then what a beautiful place it must be. 30% of the land is covered with evergreen forests. Evergreen rainforests cover 30% of this district. During the monsoons, it pours enough to keep many visitors away. बारिश के मौसम में जो है यहाँ कोई भी विजिटर्स नहीं आते हैं, कोई भी टूरिस्ट जो है यहाँ बारिश के मौसम में नहीं आते हैं, बिकॉज इट रेन्स सो मच इन कूर्ग दैट it is very inconvenient for the visitors to visit any place. अगर रात दिन बारिश होगी तो विजिटर्स जो है वो कैसे नए नए जगह घूमेंगे। तो अगर किसी को कूर्ग विज़िट करना हो तो रेनी सीज़न में नहीं जाना चाहिए। विजिटर्स डोंट कम टू कूर्ग इन द रेनी सीज़न, कीप द विजिटर्स अवे, विजिटर्स को दूर रखता है रेनी सीज़न, to keep many visitors away, because it rains very heavily in Coorg, because 30% of area is forest, and you know that forests attract a lot of rainfall. During the monsoons it pours enough. The season of joy commences from September and continues till March. अगर किसी को कूर्ग विज़िट करना हो तो सबसे अच्छा पीरियड कौन है? सितंबर से मार्च के बीच। द पीरियड ऑफ जॉय स्टार्ट्स फ्रॉम सितंबर। इन द रेनी सीजन it rains so heavily that tourists cannot enjoy their visit over here. So if you want to visit Coorg, September to March is the best period when you can go there. That is also called the season of joy. The weather is perfect. You know, in the coastal areas you have moderate weather. In coastal areas you don't have extreme weather. So the weather there is very pleasant. The weather is perfect, and neither very hot nor very cold, with some showers thrown in for good measure, and now and then it rains little bit. रेनी सीज़न में बहुत ज़्यादा हैवी बारिश होती है, और ऐसे जो है थोड़ी बहुत बारिश बीच बीच में होती रहती है, with some showers thrown in for good measure. The air breathes of invigorating coffee. Invigorating means strength giving, energizing. So what kind of smell you get? The energizing smell, the energizing strength giving smell of coffee. If you visit Coorg, then what kind of fragrance is prevalent in the air? किस तरह की खुशबू हवा में मिलेगी? कॉफ़ी की, क्योंकि हर जगह कॉफ़ी का प्लांटेशन है, so you get the energizing, invigorating smell of coffee. Coffee estates and colonial bungalows. So colonial bungalows means the bungalows belonging to the Britishers. Earlier the Britishers used to live in those bungalows. Colonial, belonging to the Britishers. Coffee estates means large plantations of coffee. Coffee estates, colonial bungalows stand tucked under tree canopies. Canopy means roof-like structure. Roof-like structure. If you see the top of the tree, if two trees are beside each other, if you see the top, it forms an umbrella like structure. ऊपर जाके जैसे जैसे टहनी स्प्रेड होते हैं तो दो ब्रांच, दो ट्री के ब्रांच जो है वो मिल जाते हैं, एंड देन when the two tree branches they mix with each other, then they form a roof like structure, umbrella like structure, that is the canopy. So if you go visit a forest area where there are many trees, आप forest area में जाएंगे तो आप tree canopies को देखेंगे, बहुत सारे पेड़ एक जगह होंगे तो वो ऊपर जाके एक रूफ लाइक स्ट्रक्चर बना लेते हैं, मिल जाते हैं सारे टहनियाँ एक दूसरे से, and then they form the canopy, that is the canopy. So in CBSE you get these kind of questions also, like I have seen in that from the chapter Lencho the farmer, like the fist means four figures are given. So what is beating the fist, मुट्ठी को जोर से मारना, तो you should know the exact meaning of words. So canopy means the branches which go and combine at the top.
Roof like covering.
Hello? Yes, Pragya? Hello?
No, ma'am, I am Anushka.
Shrishti? Hello?
No, ma'am, Anushka.
Is my voice okay? Hello? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You practice the latest pattern questions. Those are a bit different, not straightforward questions. We will do it in class also. But you can practice it at home also, the MCQ questions. Okay. Analytical questions are there where you have to apply your brain, twisted questions. Under tree canopies in prime corners. Prime here means what? Best, important. So in the important places, what do you find? Bungalows, coffee estates, and tree canopies. These things you can find at the important places. The fiercely independent people of Coorg are possibly of Greek or Arabic descent. And it is known about the people of Coorg कि Coorg में जो भी लोग रहते हैं वो Indians नहीं हैं. The people who live in Coorg are said to have come either from Arab or Arab countries or from Greece. People of Coorg are possibly. So the writer here says possibly. Nobody knows for sure, but by their culture, by the way of living, by the tradition, by their appearance, we can make a guess कि कुर्ग में जो भी लोग रहते हैं वो इंडियंस नहीं हैं, वो बाहर के देश से आए और हमारे देश में बस गए कुर्ग में. तो ऐसा माना जाता है कि कुर्ग में जो लोग भी रहते हैं वो इंडिया के नहीं हैं, वो बाहर से आए हुए लोग हैं जो कि आके इंडिया में सेटल हो गए. तो फियर्सली इंडिपेंडेंट पीपल ऑफ कुर्ग आर possibly the fiercely independent people of Coorg are possibly of Greek or Arabic descent. और क्या संभावना है कि या तो वो ग्रीस से आए हैं या अरब से आए हैं. One story goes, a part of Alexander's army moved south along the coast and settled here. When return became impractical, these people married amongst the locals and their culture is apparent in the martial traditions. So, one story is that Alexander's army attacked India. All of you are aware? You have read in history कि अलेक्जेंडर ने इंडिया पे अटैक किया था. Have you read this in history? No answer. So there is one story that Alexander attacked India and he defeated the king Porus. And then he asked him that how should I treat you? Porus was taken prisoner, and then Alexander asked that king that how should I treat you? So he said that just as a king should treat another king. So though he was taken prisoner, he did not bow or bend before Alexander. So we know that Alexander's army attacked India. एंड द स्टोरी इज़ कि कुछ ऐसा कारण हुआ कि अलेक्जेंडर के आर्मी जो है वापस अपने देश नहीं जा पाए. कुछ रीज़न हुआ. Alexander's army moved south along the coast. So Alexander's army reached this southern part of India along the coast, and they, for some or the other reason, they could not return back to their country, settled here. They just halted here for some days, and there was some reason that Alexander's army could not go back to their own country. Greece became impractical. These people married amongst the locals. So these people, the soldiers of the Alexander's army, they moved to the southern part and they settled here, and then they could not go back to their own country, maybe for some or the other reason. So they settled in this Coorg, and then they married. They married the Indians. They settled in Coorg. They married amongst the locals, and their culture is apparent. Apparent means clear. In the martial traditions, in the warlike traditions. So most of the people of Coorg are warriors, soldiers, army men. They are apparent in the martial traditions, marriage and religious rites. So their culture, their functions, the rites, the ceremonies. Rites means what? Ceremonies. Marriage rites, last rites. After the death, you perform many functions. What is it called? After the death of a person, you perform some rituals. That is called the last rites. Then the things that are performed in marriage, those are the marriage rites. Okay. Then these soldiers of the Alexander's army, they could not go back, and then they settled in India, in Coorg, and then they married the local women. And their culture is seen, is apparent, means clearly seen in the martial traditions. The story is that the Alexander's army settled here, and all the people of Coorg are also army men. मैरिज एंड रिलीजियस राइट्स, उनके जो रिलीजियस राइट्स हैं, रिचुअल्स हैं, वो इंडियन लोग से बिल्कुल अलग हैं. तो इसलिए गेस किया जा रहा है कि वो बाहर के आए हुए लोग हैं. जितने भी उनके फंक्शंस हैं, सेरेमनीज़ हैं, राइट्स हैं, रिचुअल्स हैं, वो सब अलग हैं. इसलिए जो है ऐसा गेस किया जाता है कि वो बाहर से आए हैं. मैरिज एंड रिलीजियस राइट्स विच आर डिस्टिंक्ट फ्रॉम द हिंदू मेन स्ट्रीम. So these ceremonies and rituals are different from the Hindu ceremonies and rituals. That is why many people guess that they are of the Greek origin. Hindu mainstream. The theory of Arab origin. तो ये तो कहानी हो गई कि Greek origin की. the story about the settling down of Alexander's army. But there is another story. No one knows for sure who are the Kurgi people. So they just make the guesses. Another guess about who the Kurgi people are is from the dress that they wear, Arab origin, from the long black coat. और कुर्गी लोग जो हैं वो अरब से आए हैं. इस थ्योरी को सपोर्ट करने के लिए क्या एविडेंस है? इस थ्योरी को सपोर्ट करने के लिए ये एविडेंस है कि जो अरब के लोग जो ड्रेस पहनते हैं और कुर्गी लोग जो ड्रेस पहनते हैं वो बिल्कुल एक जैसा है. So the theory that they are of Arab origin is derived because the dress of the Kurgi people is the same as the dress of the people from Arab. The Kurgi people don't wear the normal shirts or trousers like the Indian men. They wear a long black coat. सपोर्ट फ्रॉम द लॉन्ग ब्लैक कोट. कुर्गी लोग जो है वो किस तरह के ड्रेस पहनते हैं? यू कैन सी इन द पिक्चर. कैन यू सी द पिक्चर? द ड्रेस. सो इट इज़ अ लॉन्ग ब्लैक कोट एंड देर इज़ अ बेल्ट एट द वेस्ट. कमर के पास एक बेल्ट भी है. दिस इज़ द ड्रेस ऑफ द कुर्गी पीपल. Isn't it different from the Indian male dress? It's very different. The males, they wear either dhoti, lungi or trousers, pajamas. But this kind of dress is not prevalent in any of the Indian states. तो कुर्गी लोग का जो ड्रेस है वो बिल्कुल अलग है. बहुत चीज़ अलग है. जितने भी सेरेमनीज़ हैं, राइट्स हैं, वो सब अलग हैं और ड्रेस भी अलग है. तो इन सब बातों के कारण जो है ऐसा अनुमान लगाया जा रहा है कि कुर्गी लोग जो हैं वो बाहर के देश से आके इंडिया में सेटल हुए हैं. ये सब अनुमान है. तो two stories there, one about Alexander's army settling in India and another story is that they have come from Arab. And the theory that they have come from Arab is derived from the fact that the dress of the Arabians and the dress of the Kurgi people is the same. They wear long black coat, as you can see in the picture. एक लंबा black coat है और वेस्ट के पास एक चौड़ा सा बेल्ट है, वेस्ट बेल्ट. फ्रॉम द लॉन्ग ब्लैक कोट with an embroidered waist belt. So in the picture you cannot see the embroidery, लेकिन जो ओरिजिनल ड्रेस है उसमें जो बेल्ट है उसमें एम्ब्रॉयडरी भी रहता है. Embroidered waist belt by the Kodavus known as Kuppia. So Kodavus means the Kurgi people. For another name for Kurg is also Kodavu. Known as Kuppia. और ये जो long black coat है with an embroidered waist belt, what is it called? This dress is called Kuppia. This dress is called Kuppia. It resembles the kufiya worn by the Arabs. Arab जो लोग जो ड्रेस पहनते हैं उसका नाम है कुफिया. So there is just a difference of 2 letters. In the dress of the Arabs you have 2 F and in the dress of the Kurgi people you have 2 P. It resembles the kufiya worn by the Arabs and the Kurds. अरबिक लोग और कर्ड के लोग जो हैं वो इसी तरह का लंबा कोट पहनते हैं और उसका नाम है कुफिया. You have to remember this difference. Dress of the Arabs called kufiya and the dress of the Kurgi people called kuppiya. Kurgi homes have a tradition of hospitality कुर्गी लोग जो हैं वो अपने मेहमान नवाजी के लिए भी मशहूर हैं। हॉस्पिटैलिटी, हॉस्पिटैलिटी मीन्स क्वालिटी ऑफ एंटरटेनिंग गेस्ट्स नाइसली। तो कुर्गी लोग जो हैं वो मेहमानों का बहुत अच्छे से स्वागत करते हैं, देखभाल करते हैं। देयर मोटो इज़ अतिथि देवो भव। द मोटो ऑफ द कुर्गी पीपल इज़ अतिथि देवो भव। दे ट्रीट देयर गेस्ट्स विथ लॉट ऑफ रिस्पेक्ट एंड लव, and they are more than willing to recount numerous tales of valor related to their sons and fathers. So write the meaning of valor. Valor means bravery. VALOUR. जो पैरा का थर्ड लाइन है उसमें थर्ड वर्ड टेल्स। टेल मीन्स यू ऑल मस्ट बी नोइंग स्टोरी। TALE, tale, it means story. So Kurgi people are known for their hospitality. They have the quality of treating the guests very nicely. They welcome the guests. And if you visit a Kurgi home, then they will always tell you the stories of bravery. कुर्गी लोग जो हैं वो जैसे कि पढ़े हैं हम लोगों ने कि वो ज़्यादातर सोल्जर्स या आर्मी मैन होते हैं। तो बिकॉज दे आर सोल्जर्स एंड आर्मी मैन, वेन एवर अ गेस्ट कम्स टू देयर हाउस, व्हाट दे टेल द गेस्ट्स? स्टोरीज ऑफ देयर ब्रेवरी. वेलर मीन्स ब्रेवरी. सो द कुर्गी पीपल, they tell their guests the stories of their bravery of their sons and fathers. The Kurg regiment is one of the most decorated in the Indian army. Kurgi people are very brave people. कुर्गी रेजिमेंट, अगर आप आर्मी में कुर्गी सोल्जर्स को देखें, कुर्ग के जितने भी आर्मी पर्सनल्स हैं और सोल्जर्स हैं, उनका जो ड्रेस है वो सबसे ज़्यादा डेकोरेटेड है। किस चीज़ से? मेडल्स से। इफ़ यू सी द सोल्जर्स belonging to Kurg, if you see the army persons belonging to Kurg, then their dress is decorated with the maximum number of bravery medals. From this we can infer, from this we can conclude that Kurgi people are very brave. जितने भी कुर्ग के सोल्जर्स हैं उनके ड्रेस में बहुत सारे ब्रेवरी के मेडल सजे हुए हैं। इनफैक्ट अगर हम कंपेयर करें किसी और जगह के सोल्जर्स को और कुर्गी सोल्जर्स को, तो कुर्गी सोल्जर्स के ड्रेस में मैक्सिमम नंबर ऑफ मेडल्स हैं, ब्रेवरी मेडल्स। मोस्ट डेकोरेटेड एंड द फर्स्ट चीफ ऑफ द इंडियन आर्मी, जनरल करियप्पा, was a Kurgi, and the first chief of the Indian army, जैसे ब्रिटिशर्स का रूल जब एंड हुआ तो इंडियन आर्मी के फर्स्ट चीफ कौन बने? जनरल करियप्पा। एंड जनरल करियप्पा बिलोंग टू कुर्ग. So you must have heard the name of a ground also. It is named after General Kariappa. Near Danapur, there is a playground. The sports events are organized over there. In the Danapur Cant area, there is a big ground, and that is called the Kariappa ground. That is named after the Kurgi soldier, General Kariappa. Because he was so brave, so to honor him, our government named the ground after General Kariappa. That ground is in the Danapur Cant area. Even our school hosted some games over there, in the Kariappa ground. So have you heard the name of this ground? हेलो, सुना है किसी ने? जो स्पोर्ट्स में पार्टिसिपेट करता होगा उसने सुना होगा। हेलो, एम आई ऑडिबल? हेलो। Hello? Hello?
Yes, you are
Yes,
audible, ma'am.
ma'am.
Oh. Online classes, you don't know whether uh, the network is all right, whether the voice is going properly or not. So, in between, I have to keep on asking you. Of course, hopefully, your school will reopen in August. Let us see after 6th August, maybe the schools reopen. Okay. Okay. And the chief of the Indian, so the General Cariappa was the first general of the Indian army. First chief of the Indian army, General Cariappa. He was a Kurgi. Even now, Kodavus are the only people in India permitted to carry firearms without a license. Now, see, this is very important that Kurgi people are allowed to keep weapons, firearms without license. Means they are known for their honesty and integrity. People have faith on them, so they are allowed to keep firearms without license because everybody knows that they will use it only for good purposes. Okay. Only people in India permitted to carry firearms without license. Kurgi people can keep firearms without license. The government have permitted them. The river Kaveri obtains its water from the hills and forests of Kurg. जो कावेरी रिवर है उसको पानी भी कहाँ से मिलता है? From the hills and the forests of Kurg. The Kaveri river gets its water from the hills and forests of Kurg. Mahasir, a large freshwater fish, abound in these waters. और जो एक तरह का जो मछली है वो कुर्ग में पाया जाता है उसका नाम है महासीर. Mahasir is a very big fish and it survives only in fresh water. So Kaveri gets its river from the Kurgi hills and forests. Then, one fish that is found in large numbers in Kurg is the fish called Mahasir. It is a very big fish. It lives in fresh water. Abound. Abound means what? Found in abundance. Abound is the word derived from abundance. It means in large quantities. तो ये जो महासीर है वो बहुत नंबर्स में पाए जाते हैं कुर्ग में. Kingfisher, another bird that is found in large numbers is the kingfisher. Dive for their catch, and the kingfisher dive in the water to catch the fish. The kingfisher dive in the water to catch the various kinds of fishes. Kingfisher. While squirrels and langurs drop partially eaten fruit for the mischief of enjoying the splash and the ripple effect of the clear water. और जो ये लंगूर हैं और स्क्विरल हैं वो क्या करते हैं कि आधा फल खा लिया और आधा को पानी में गिरा दिया. और ऐसा वो क्यों करते हैं? पार्शियली ईटन, आधा खा के उसको पानी में गिरा देते हैं क्योंकि पानी में गिरकर जो वो रिपल इफेक्ट दिखता है, पानी का एक मूवमेंट होता है चारों तरफ का, वो देखने में उनको बहुत मज़ा आता है. सो व्हाट इज़ द फेवरेट पास टाइम ऑफ द स्क्विरल्स एंड लंगूर्स लिविंग इन दैट कुर्गी फॉरेस्ट? Eat half the fruit. After that, drop it in the water and then enjoy seeing the movement of water, the splash of water.